Hey everyone, part of the channel, subscribe, share, subscribe. Make sure that you put a comment in down below the video with your prayer request and people you want to pray for. Sorry I didn't get on earlier. I've had a day and a half. As you can tell, I've got the tire put on my riding lawnmower. I was trying to get all this stuff done today, but I'm telling you, I've had a time. I had to take the tire back. They had no clue what they was doing at Lowe's. And now I finally got the tire put on, and then I could not get to go into gear. And me and my buddy next door, we've trying to figure it out, and we finally figured it out after a while and got it fixed. So all day pilling with this thing, trying to get this thing to run. It's been one thing after another, and then I've noticed something with my brake light was coming on the truck. I had to take the wheels off. I wanted to check to see what my brake pads look like. So tomorrow the truck's going to have to go in the garage and get the brake pads replaced on it and make sure I don't have a brake line that's leaking or something with it. I just don't know. I don't see no fluid under the truck, but that's how my day has went. It's just been one thing after another. All night last night and this morning, my missile alarm was going off that Israel was being struck by missiles all through the night. It happened all night. It was happening this morning. Actually, what woke me up was my sirens going off. So that was happening all night. So definitely keep your eye on that. I know I keep telling you that, but that was all night and all morning that siren was going off. So they had a lot of missile attacks overnight. Besides that, a lot of things. Everybody's talking about this Prince Charles thing that's coming up, that he's about to be crowned. A lot of people think that has something to do with a lot of this stuff with the Antichrist. There are things that are coming. We've had a lot of wind here. There's a lot of people here without power. And my neighbor was talking about that today, that for some odd reason, it's been more windy here lately than we've ever seen it. And we both grew up here, and I've noticed it too, that the wind is so much stronger here than it's ever been. It's just something else. Just something else. I don't know what it is. And I had a friend of mine message me from Arizona last night. I got it this morning, and it was pretty disturbing. And me and him had talked about animal behavior that has been kind of odd here lately. And my cat, like I've told you all before, has been acting. He will not leave my side here lately. I don't know what it is. He sent me a tape last night of birds at 3 o'clock in the morning acting very strange. Very strange. He said about 3 o'clock in the morning, the birds started chirping. You never hear birds at night, okay? Birds, I think, they do sleep at night. But the thing is, these birds was acting crazy all night. And he was asking me what I thought about it. Now, usually that's a sign of an earthquake. And he lives in Arizona. And there's my daily chopper flying over. Don't ask me why, but it's always flying over the house. I just so happened to be out here this time to catch it. I don't know. A lot of stuff happening, people. As I tell you, me and him was talking about the Antichrist earlier, me and my neighbor. I'm surrounded by Christians, by the way. I grew up with them all. So we can sit and have these conversations, and they don't look at you like you're crazy or out of your mind. But a lot of stuff's happening. A lot of disturbing stuff, actually, especially the stuff that's going on in Ukraine and all this other stuff. If you add it all up, there is some very strange stuff going on right now as we speak. The earthquakes every day, you name it, it's one thing after another. Now, I did have a crazy dream last night, and I wanted to run it by you all, and I had a lot of them. But last night, I was dreaming that I saw a bunch of military here, a bunch. There was tanks everywhere. It was the M1A1s. They was everywhere. And I was talking to these soldiers, and I was actually helping. I was actually dressed in military outfit myself, and I was, taking care of everybody's wounds and stuff like that. But this place was plumb full of tanks and everything else. Very strange, woke me up. I'm like, what in the world? I don't know what God's trying to tell me, but I had another stuff about the rapture last night. I kept dreaming. I see the word rapture constantly. I see it on piece of papers, on letters, you name it. I've been seeing a lot of that. So God's definitely telling me there's things happening, and to not take our eyes off the ball. I was telling Bonnie McCoy that. I said, you know, right now is a very important time to not take your guard down, because I have a really bad feeling. I tell everybody not to fear, and you don't. Do not fear the things that are happening, but be aware there is some stuff happening in the background that even we don't know. So pray. Make sure you pray for everybody that's under the videos and the comments at night, because God knows who they are. Make sure we keep them all in our prayers. Also, keep in mind we have a lot of Christian brothers and sisters around the world in these world these world war-torn areas in Ukraine, Russia, places like that, even the people of Taiwan and China. Keep all these people in your prayer, because there's a lot of stuff happening, people. A lot of scary stuff around the world. And unlike us, I mean, we have an opportunity still yet. It ain't going to last much longer, but we have an opportunity to come to this channel and talk about it. That all these people don't have that opportunity. And they need all the prayer they can get, and we got to constantly keep them in your prayers at night. Always also make sure that you pray for the ones that reject the Holy Spirit, the ones like it's Satan Con and all this other junk. You got to remember, a lot of our brothers and sisters are lost because the world has taught them other things, and we can't give up on them. We still got to pray for them. But definitely do not take your eyes off the ball right now. There's so much stuff happening. I can't believe it's this cold here. I have lived here all my life. I've never seen it this cold in May, ever. But it is so flipped. That wind will cut you in half. I need to cut the grass, and I'm actually trying. I don't even want to do it because the wind is so chilly. But I need to get it done because it's supposed to start raining here in the next couple of days. So I need to go ahead and get it done. I want to thank you all. I will get to my email. When I got hacked, people, it was a big hack, and it really caused me a lot of problems, even with my email and stuff like that. I had to change cards. It was a major attack on my stuff. It's not been a good week and a half, people. I have had it. I mean, it's just been crazy. I mean, and there's some things I can't even talk about that happened last week that was just so crazy that you wouldn't even believe it. Heck, I don't even believe it. I mean, just crazy stuff that's been happening here. It's like I've been attacked from every angle that I can think of in the past week and a half, especially financial. I mean, just literally got my hours cut. It's been one thing after another. And then they was going to extend my hours so much, I thought I was going to have to maybe give up the channel. But then that went away because them hours got cut. So right now, it's just not looking good. And I'm hoping we get out of here soon. We're out of here very, very soon. Because I'm telling you, this up and down with this economy, another bank has crashed. And like I told you, they will all crash there at the end. But there will be 4 banks that will still be there at the end. And the Antichrist, that's how he's going to control everybody. That's how he's going to do it. Just unbelievable where we live at today. I was still reading up on that. So many states now has made it legal for you to be able to euthanize teenagers. If they're depressed, they just want to go, they can suicide these people. That's passed. And they're passing this stuff right under your noses. It's just absolutely unbelievable what they're doing right now while people are not looking. People of the world has went so evil and so corrupt so fast. That's why I know that the rapture is imminent. Just by the signs that Jesus told us and what to look for. They're all happening. And they're all happening very quickly. Oh. And I know you guys are having a hard time out there. I know I see it in the comments. A lot of you try to talk to people, they don't want to hear it. I try to talk to a lot of people about the 2030 stuff like that, and they don't want to hear it. They're like, nobody knows the day and the time. But they don't realize is that that time is here. The signs are all there. That means the rapture is any time. And we have to keep preaching it and hopefully somebody listens, because a lot of people is going to be left if we don't. And that's what we're here to do. We're trying to wake up as many people as we can. My arm's still giving me a lot of problems. And this weather is not helping it any at all. I woke up this morning, my back's killing me. My arm's killing me. I'll be honest with you, I have been sleeping with a heating pad on this shoulder for probably about a week. So a lot of people that are messaging me now, and if I don't message you back, it's because I'm sitting on a heating pad. It's the only way I can get up and function, to be honest with you people. It's that bad. Now, this arm's gave me these problems before. It's not the first time. It's been a long time. It's been about 3 or 4 years. Mom was still alive the last time I had an issue with this, and I had to drive her to the hospitals and to the doctor's appointments at all times. And it would kill me so bad that I would literally be almost in tears. And I don't take pain medication. I don't like pain medication. I never have. I just don't like it. It makes me sick, so I try to stay away from it. But the only thing I'll take is some ibuprofen, and I don't even like taking it, to be honest with you. So I usually have to just survive with the heating pad and pray that God takes away the pain, because it's just so unbearable right now. So just keep me in your prayers. Like I said, I'm going through so much right now. And it has to be this channel and what I'm doing, because I never had this before. It's just all of a sudden I'm being attacked financially, this and that, things breaking down, you name it, it's all happening. I've got to have that truck in there tomorrow. I don't even know how much that's going to cost me, and I don't even know if I have it. But it's got to have brake pads put on it. I had a brake sensor light come up on it. Now we got it fixed. But I need to take this car. Now this car used to be my mom's. This is a good car, but it needs to be towed to the garage. It has a bad wheel bearing on it. And I need to have 2 cars running at all time. It's a good car. It's just been sitting so long. So I talked to my neighbor. He's going to go down. I think he's going to pay for it himself to get it towed down to the garage and then have them work on it and see if they can get it running again. So at least I'll have a backup car if something happens to the truck, because that's all I got right now. So, like I said, just keep me in your prayers. It's just one thing after another. It's just, I don't know. I just don't know. I have the guy that I have, this is something else that's come up. See, I have these radio stations. Now, we don't have any of them on the air but one. But my engineer, I've not been able to get a hold of him in 6 months. All of a sudden, he's just disappeared off the planet. It's not speaking to me. I've got all them problems coming on top of me. That's why I'm kind of hoping Jesus comes and gets me out of here so I can actually have some peace. It's been one thing after another, people. It won't let up. And it really started about 2 weeks ago. And I think the reason and when it started was when I started getting you all to put your prayer requests in there. And we started praying for all these lost people. That seems like it's ever since I did that, it's all been coming on me all at one time. It's just one big fight. I mean, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm not fearful of all these things coming against me. God will take care of the stuff. He knows I've got vehicle issues. He knows I got financial issues at the moment. He knows all that stuff, so I'm not worried about that. You know, I'll make it through. Like I said, my house is paid for, so all that's taken care of. As long as I can pay my power bill and pay the insurance on the house, I'm fine. I don't care about that. I've been poor most of my life. So, you know, there's been times I've had plenty and sometimes I've had nothing. Like last summer when Mom died and she passed away, after that, they froze all the bank accounts, even the bank accounts I had for the businesses. And I had nothing last summer, people. I could barely afford to go to work. That's how bad it was. But God made a way, and everything was fine, and we finally got the bank accounts lined out, and all that stuff was taken care of. So, you know, God comes through. Sometimes it don't seem like it. It seems like it takes a little while, but it does work itself out. You know, you just got to have faith and keep going. That's why I tell you about the rapture. Have faith that Jesus is coming. He is coming. He knows the world is falling apart in front of our eyes. He knows our children are in trouble. It's just a real bad time to be a child in the world. He knows all these things. And he knows about your loved ones, and it's hard to convince them of what's happening and what time it is. So, you know, right now we just got to band together and pray for each other. That's all we can do in these last days. Because the world ain't going to get no better. The world is going to end. And hopefully soon we can be out of here. Don't have to deal with all these financial problems or health problems. They'll all be in the past and don't have to deal with them anymore. And that's what's important, is getting out of here. And the only way to do that is believe on Jesus, because he's the only way, people. He's the only way through getting out of here. You don't have to go through all these things that the tribulation's going to bring very soon. There is a key, and he is it. So believe on him, that he died for your past, present, and future sins. People, he did everything in the world so you could spend eternity with him. And trust me, that's all we got to hold on to right now, because this world has just gone batty. I was just, I paid for that tire and that lawnmower. It was almost $130. Used to be you could buy them tires for $64. That's how much everything has went up. Food is almost outrageous. And these banks keep collapsing. It's going to get worse. But like I said, do not worry about all these things because Jesus is coming to get us out of here. Right now, we just got to pray for each other, pray for the world, pray for our brothers and sisters in every other country. I thank each and every one of you for coming here to this channel. I couldn't have done this without you guys, and I'm sorry about the emails that I have not got back with you guys, but this has just been a bad week and a half. I'm sorry. I will get to this stuff and get it all lined up, and I will get back to doing 2 videos a day once I somehow clean up these messes that keep coming my way here in the last couple of days or last couple of weeks. So just keep me in your prayers. And I'll do the same with you. Thank each and every one of you for your support. Like I said, I used to be alone with this, just me and God. And then God had me start this channel. So now I've gained all of you guys. We're almost up to 3,000 subscribers. And I just think I had 20 subscribers less than 3 months ago. So it's all about you guys. You guys have really made this easier. You've really become my family. That's why I told you in heaven, I owe you guys so much. Anytime you just come stay, whatever you want to do in heaven, just look me up. Because you guys have really made these last days a lot easier for me, having a bigger family for sure. And I pray for each one of your all's children, your families, all that. So I do appreciate you guys more than you'll ever know. I guess I'll get off here. I'll try to get the grass cut, at least get it caught up before it rains tomorrow. But I wanted to at least get a video done and on the air so y'all don't think I either got raptured or disappeared. But today's just been a bad day. The last 2 weeks have just been bad. One thing after another. But I'm still here, and I'm doing fine, and I'm going to survive another day. And I'm here with you up until the end, just like I promised you. You're not doing this alone. Every day we're going to be here praying and hoping that this is another day closer. And we're another day closer to getting off this planet and being with Jesus. So if you don't see or hear from me again, I'll see you in heaven.